So, I know the opposite of the angle theta and I know the adjacent, so I have to use tan. So let's set it up. Tan theta equals, opposite is 4, the adjacent is 2. So what's 4 over 2? 2. So tan theta is 2. What am I looking for again? Can you remind me what am I looking for? For the angle theta, right? I'm looking for the angle theta. Did I find it yet? No. So, anytime you're looking for an angle, you're going to have to do the inverse of whatever ratio you have. Remember I showed you on the calculator, you have the 10 to the power of negative 1, sine to the power of negative 1, cos to the power of negative 1. This is what you have to do here. So anytime you're looking for angles, so this is how you write it. Angle theta is equal to tan inverse of 2. So, on your calculator, you're going to press that tan inverse button, so by doing second shift or whatever your calculator does. So tan inverse of 63.4. What did we say about this? We're getting an angle here. So what would it be?
63.
63. Does it make sense for an angle to be 63 degrees?
Yeah.
Good. Does it make sense for an angle to be 2? Sometimes it does if you're doing application questions, but not all the time. Were you all able to do it on the calculator?
What I didn't get about this question is like, what did you do a step before?
What step?
A step before getting the 63 degree. What did you do? Theta is equal to tan negative 1 to 2.
I just wrote it properly. You know how you wrote it in the calculator, tan inverse of 2?
Oh no, I know that. How do you get this?
Because I'm looking for an angle, right? If I bring the tan over, this is the opposite of tan. You do tan inverse. You know how the opposite of plus is minus? The opposite of multiplication is division. The opposite of square is square root. The opposite of tan is tan inverse. Okay? So anytime you're looking for an angle, you have to do the inverse of whatever ratio you have.
So that means you're taking tan to this side of equals.
That's right. And then becomes tan inverse.
Oh.
This is not similar to what we are used to, plus, minus, multiplication, division,
Yeah.
square root. This is not what it is. This is a new thing that we're learning, and instead of tan, when I bring tan over to this side, it becomes tan inverse. Opposite operation of tan is tan inverse. Okay? Let's set up the next question. So of interest is theta. What do I know? I know the adjacent, which is 8, and I know the hypotenuse. So which ratio uses adjacent and hypotenuse?
Cosine.
Cosine. So cosine theta is equal to, what's the adjacent?
8.
What's the hypotenuse?
12.
So what's 8 over 12? 0.6. Okay, so all 6, remember I have to leave it to 4, so 1, 2, 3, and then it's going to be 7 at the end. Okay, now what do I do in order to find the angle? Cosine inverse, that's right. So the inverse of cosine. And tell me what you get when you do this.
48.187.
48.
0.18.
Degrees should be to the nearest degree. There is no decimal. There is no decimal. Okay? Next angle of interest is on the top. What do I know? Which side I know? The opposite and the hypotenuse. So which ratio can I use? Sine. So sine of angle theta is 6 over 13. What's 6 over 13? 0.4615. So in order to you have to put the answer, then 6 over 13.
27 degrees.
No, 6 over 13 is right. So 27 degrees is the answer. You know what? Let me write an extra step. Got it? So, you see how I'm asking you the question, which sides do I know? Okay. Which trig ratio do I have to use? Okay, right? So these are things that you have to ask yourself, right? In order to know which trig ratios you're using, you have to know which sides are given to you. Okay? Remember that this is only used for right angle triangles. I don't know how many times I'm going to remind you of that, and then it's going to be, it's like I didn't say it. Okay. So, when I'm solving a word problem, it's the same idea. So first you're going to have to draw a triangle if it's not given to you. If the picture is not given to you, you have to draw. Then you're going to determine the angle of focus. This is very important to locate your angle of focus first, right? Because you need to know which angle is given to you or which angle you're looking for. Then you're going to label your triangle with, what are the three sides called? Hypotenuse, opposite, and adjacent. Right? So after you know which angle of focus you have, then you're going to label your triangle. Then you're going to determine which trig ratio to use. Am I going to use sine, cosine, or tan? So that's trig ratio. And then you're going to solve for the missing side or angle. We're going to look at this question together. We're going to draw the picture, and then you guys are going to solve it. Construction engineer determines that a straight road must rise vertically 45 meter over a 250 meter distance measured along the surface of the road. So this represents the hypotenuse of the right triangle. Calculate the angle of elevation of the road. So, determines that a straight road must rise vertically 45 meter over a 250 meter measured along the surface of the road. So let's say this is your road. Right? This is your road, it's inclined. So what is the measure of this line? I'm going to draw a triangle. What's the measure of this line? 250. Right? It does say that 250 is the hypotenuse. Now, which one would be the 45 meter? Says vertically rises.
The focus line.
With it adjacent.
The opposite of focus.
So which one is it? I'm gonna show you. This one or this one?
Yes.
This one?
Yes.
That's right, because it's vertically rises. Okay? This is your right angle. Now the question is asking you to calculate the angle of elevation of the road. Angle of elevation is this one or this one? A or B?
B.
Who says B? Only one person? Who says A? I guess B wins because there's one person says B, no one says A. Angle of elevation, right? So angle of elevation from the horizontal up. Remember that? So this is your angle of elevation. Okay? So the question is asking you to solve for this angle. Go ahead and